If you're an insurance agent that wants to have success with final expense or Medicare insurance telesales, I'm going to give you 4 tips that you're going to need to know to transact at a higher level. So grab your pen and paper. I hope you're ready. I'm going to bring it today. And before I dive into this, jasonfinalexpense.com. I do coach, partner, and recruit agents across this nation to sell Medicare, life, and annuities face-to-face and even in the telespace. So if you need free resources, hop onto my website, jasonfinalexpense.com. Those are free for the taking, but I appreciate you joining with me today. So tip number 1 to help you is you must start. Whether you're new, whether you're old, or you're a veteran in this industry for a long time, control is the key to telesales, and you must start your day by controlling your destiny. You've got to have tremendous wins, and you're going to win by getting your britches out of bed every day. You got to start. You got to start. You have to start. You got to start well. If you want the best chance of success and survival in this space, you've got to win the day. Control is key in telesales, but tip number 1, you must start. You can't be thinking about doing something. You must be deliberate. The power of consistency is huge. So if you want to do this business, well, let's get after it and be deliberate. You've got to time block, meaning you've got to have segmented hours, segmented spaces that you're going to start and that you're going to finish so that you can find the best chances of success. So start. What is your start time every day? Do you even know this? It's important that you know when you're going to engage and when you're going to, put the sword down or the mighty phone. You've got to be in a position of power and strength. Control is going to help you, but you've got to have a mindset shift. This is a business, and if you want the best chance of success, you got to know when you start and when you finish. Failures make excuses. So many insurance agents are like, I want to do telesales. I want to do final expense telesales. I want to. Well, warm, happy thoughts aren't going to pay your bills. When do you start every day? When do you finish every day? You got to find that out if you want the best chance of success. Failures make an excuse about why they can't, work, why they can't get on the phones. Excuses aren't going to pay your bills. So first off, tip number 1, start, and you must win your day if you want to make a way, but control your schedule. You got to control your schedule hard. You've got to have a mindset shift here. Choose wisely. Your very career depends on it in this industry. So tip number 1, once again, start the day strong, start the day well, get yourself on the right feet so that you can find success before you do anything else. Tip number 2 that I'll share with you that's crazy important is that the script is the key to your success. The script that you have is the key to your success. This is why I say vet your trainer. Make sure you're using a good proven power script like what we use at jasonfinalexpense.com. Those that wander in this industry get lost. Understand that. Those that wander get lost. If you don't have a script, you don't have a good map, you're not going to make it. The same way that an agent that has a tight script, tight training, that agent that's tightly trained, tightly scripted, they're going to find more success than you because you're wandering around and you'll never have consistency. Let me just share with you, this is the first time that your clients have ever heard that script. You've got to polish your script to the point that you shine. Just like a beautiful car up in your garage, you want that thing to be shiny. Well, letting it get dusty ain't going to do nothing, that gives you compliments when you're driving it, right? With your career here in insurance, final expense telesales, Medicare insurance telesales, we do so much volume. It's crazy, but it's so important that you as a new insurance agent or even a veteran follow a process. This is just like hopscotch. When you first start doing something, it feels awkward. It feels weird. You don't quite catch your rhythm. A script will give you that effect where you've got a proven process, proven power scripts, proven plans so that you can be put in the best chance to proceed one step at a time through the script. Processes are powerfully important. That's why scripts are so important to your success. Make sure you're not using some free Franken script somewhere. Make sure you're using a good script that gets you, the success that you want. That's what you're here to do. When you've done a script, sometimes agents are like, well, I just don't want to follow a script all day because I'm just kind of saying the same thing over and over and over again. I get that, but you better overcome this in your mind quickly because you're going to lose sales because you weren't staying on task. You weren't staying on script. You won't find the same levels of success. You've got to polish yourself so that you can be powerful in this space. When you're in a position where you've said your script a million times, you're on stage here. You've got to be ready to engage with your client, your consumer at 100% of what you can give so that you can help the clients get what they want with the products that you have in your possession. It's going to make you powerful here. Your client has never heard this script, not even once. You've maybe heard it 10 million times. You've got to deliver it well. So make sure that you're polished. That's going to go through your scripting processes, how and who mentored you and trained you. Did you put the time in? No one can want success more than you, but the script is your absolute key to success, because if someone else has found tremendous success by using this script, there's no reason why you can't if you would just polish your skills, hone your skills, and then help these sweet prospects with the products that you have in your bag or in the telespace. So this is why it's so important to vet your trainer. Whoever's training you, ask them, how many years have they done telesales in this industry? How many telesales have they sold themselves? There's a lot of folks out there in the industry that have never truthfully done telesales themselves. They may say they do, but when you dig deeper, you find out that they've never done it. Okay. I've done telesales along with my insurance background, a combined 2+ decades, 20+ years. It is important that you're being trained from the top of the food chain, not being given advice from some IMOs or FMOs that have maybe never successfully done it. Make sure you vet your trainer so that you can keep yourself out of harm's way here. So tip number 2, have a good script. It is the key to your success. Don't wander, don't get lost, okay, by not following the script and wonder why you're losing closes, okay? Tip number 3 that I'll share with you is the emotional disconnect. Let's talk about it. You're going to get told no a lot, and a lot of agents that are new, even veterans, we go from being this hero complex to a zero complex. You need to be trained and coached on how to deal with your emotions. Your emotions can block you from being a beast in this industry because you're not disconnecting yourself from that part, okay? If you follow a good script, if you follow the process of that script, it will help remove some of those emotional barriers that are going to block you from helping the client win. They need you more than you need them, even though sometimes when you're brand new, you need them really bad, right? You just do, because you're brand new. It's kind of an eat what you kill industry. I do get it, but understand you've got to block off these feelings. These feelings are going to leave you broke. You've got to be in a position where, first off, you start your day. Tip number 1, you've got to win your day if you want to win your week. Mindset is key. Choose what you place your thoughts upon. It's so important that you fill that bank up, that you believe you can accomplish this. Belief is the backbone of this industry. Make sure when you start your day, you are powerfully pushing, but you're powerfully thinking upon things that are going to take you in the right direction, not getting up and be like, oh, wow, what hell awaits me today? This is not going to be fun. Start in a good way, okay? Get the negative airspace out of you so you can overcome what you're going to face when you get on the phones. But then get on your script, follow it. If it's a good proven power script, follow it so that you can find success. But the tip number 3 here, this is key, the emotional disconnect. They need you, okay? And you've got to block out your little feelings and you've got to follow the process. They need you to resolve every lead. Okay. It's not just a name and a number. Resolve the lead powerfully. Every phone call is a new opportunity to solve their problems. Every phone call they sent in a form, whether it was a web lead, whether it was a direct mail lead, whether it was an inbound lead, you need to resolve their need. Understand you're protecting them, you're guarding them, you're providing them massive value. You're not bugging them. You've got to get that emotional disconnect and flip the switch where you're going to be successful by knowing I need to help them. I need to help them resolve their problem that they have. Even if it's a tiny problem, you've got to be in a position where you know where to itch, where they have the scratch if you want to find success. That's why powerful scripting is so important. But you've got to emotionally disconnect yourself after every call to then re-engage your mind and your methods tightly so that you can transact at higher levels. The successful in this space don't get their emotions involved. even though naturally we're emotionally driven creatures, right? So you get somebody that's so close to giving you a yes, and then you're kind of afraid, your feet are knocking, okay, your chest is a beating because maybe you're just too afraid to lean in. You got to lean in sometimes in a kind and compassionate way, but then go for the close. It's important. And when you get told no, you got to know what to do with it. You've got to go through some training to understand how to do an emotional disconnect so you can be more decisive and really make it in this industry. They do need you. Always keep that in your mind, even when they're not acting like it. Understand tip number 3, emotionally disconnect, block those feelings out, and find more ways to bring the client value. That's the very thing we're about, is helping that client win. Tip number 4 is you've got to assume the sale. Lazy agents don't lean in. A lot of agents, they lose their steam, they lose the mojo, kind of like the old Austin Powers, okay, if you know what I'm talking about from that good old movie. You lose the sale because you didn't ask for it. You're going to lose 100% of the business that you never asked for. I was talking to an agent on a call just yesterday, and in a home, could not believe it, wondered why he was having some problems. I'm like, did you even ask for the business? Well, no, I forgot to do that. I'm like, what? What do you mean you forgot to do that? That's kind of important, right? You're going to lose every household that you don't ask, okay, for them to do business with you. You've got to assume the sale. They've got a problem. They need you to resolve their need. Okay. When you get that lead, now you got to assume that sale with compassion and kindness in heart. You've got to help them, but you must assume the sale. You will lose 100% of the business that you don't ask for. Assume the sale. Ask. If they don't accept, okay, your offer to help them, find a way to ask the question a different way. Reframe the question. You've got to spend enough time on that phone call that you've got enough runway to get that bird off the ground, okay? So if you're starting your call, hitting your script really fast, not connecting at all, and you're like, buy for me, buy for me, buy for me, and you're like, why does nobody buy for me in telesales? Well, maybe you weren't trained right. Okay. If you want to win the day, you want to win your week, you've got to win your morning. How you start your day will, in a lot of cases, depict how you're going to end your day. Start strong, start powerful. You've got to be in a place of control your mind. Point number 2, control your script. It's the key to your success. Focus on it. Find ways to bring the best of you to every phone call. You'll be more of a beast, I promise. Point number 3, know how to emotionally disconnect yourself, even when you've been maybe emotionally involved in that call. If you want to capitalize, you got to understand they need you, they want you, but you've got to keep working on yourself because you are the greatest asset that you have in your business, and you're going to be a beast. You got to remember that, okay? But assume the sale, assume the sale, assume the sale, and you will hopefully find greater levels of success. You're going to reduce your levels of distress because you're following proven platforms and you are following processes. That's why processes are so important. It doesn't matter if you're McDonald's making burgers for a restaurant, okay, or if you're Amazon, okay, delivering packages all day. If they didn't have a process, it would be a powerful mess. And let me share with you, when it comes to final expense telesales, Medicare insurance telesales, if you don't have a good process, you're going to realize that your business got real messy, real ugly, real quick. And I know that's not what you want and not what you deserve to experience either. So I hope these 4 tips help you. I hope it gives you greater levels of success. And if I can serve you in any way at all, feel free to reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. Thank you for watching today, and I hope this brings you value. Have an amazing day, and I know you're ready for success tomorrow. We'll see you soon.